Hello Mech Warriors, how is it going? Welcome to 0998 guys. Today we start a new campaign because with the new patch we have a lot of new goodies, but it also breaks the save games and that means we can have some fun in the early game struggle again. Now I want to answer two questions real quick before we start into the campaign. First of all, I was debating whether I should go for 5 parts for finishing a mech or 4 or 3 only. The thing is, while a bunch of you have said that 5 parts would be a nice challenge and it would be real cool to see me playing that, a lot of you also have said that you wanted to see more builds and more mechs and everything, and I should go for 3 parts. I decided to go for the middle ground. We go for 4 parts so that we can have still a decent challenge and we are not struggling that hard finishing a single mech. So the early game will accelerate a little bit quicker and we get into some nice builds, quicker. Second thing, it was the starting planet that was discussed. A lot of you wanted to see me going for the clans this time, but when I was taking a look at the Roguetech wiki to see which mech you would get for which starting faction, I saw that there was the Hydra, the catapult pirate mech, and I wanted to play that for so long, and you will see in the near future, I will show it to you in a second, that it's actually quite cool to play. Also, going for the Greater Valkyrie, we are at Götterdämmerung at the moment, gets us to the very north of the Inner Sphere star map. That means that the clans are just around the corner, so you can see here, Clan Wolf is here, and it is only a matter of time until they either push down into our territory or we go ahead and hunt them down. So we will get some nice clan salvage over the course of the game, and I think that's fine. Now, let me quickly talk about the mechs that we have in our starting lands and the changes the modders have made. First of all, our beauty, our pirate catapult, the Hydra. I think I'm gonna name it Hydra as well because I think that's cool. So, here we go. Hydra has Hydra LRM ammo, so that's the basic quirk, the perk of the mech. Hydra ammo brings us +1 heat damage dealt for each LRM or each missile that hits. It could also be MRMs, by the way. It gives us +1 heat for 2 turns, so that means that the heat lingers. It is a basically heat over time build that we have here. It's not that heat burst oriented as the dragon that we were running earlier, because the flame breath is just ridiculous, the dragon's breath, by the way. But it just deals the heat over time, and that's pretty cool. We also have +1 long-range missile damage, so 1 raw damage that is applied to our long-range missile launchers, and that's pretty decent, that's pretty cool. Also +1 stability damage dealt. The drawback is we have -30% to all of the range brackets. That's not super good, however, we have a -180 minimum range. That means that we can just go brawling with that thing, and we should, because we have 2 LRM 17 pirates here that are not that great of a weapon system itself. I mean, it's -1 accuracy, which is not that good. Also, damage fall-off of 30% to the maximum damage. That means the longer you, or the further you are away, the less damage you'll deal. It really incentivizes you getting close with that thing. It has a recoil of 1, that's not great. And then there is the new mechanic called Misfire. It has a 10 Misfire multiplier, which means you count the recoil on the weapon, multiply it with 10 in this case, and then you have a 10% chance, in that case, 1 recoil multiplied by 10 is 10% chance to actually misfire, which means your weapon gets a crit. And if it gets 2 crits, it goes boom. It goes boom for 20 damage. It's not that big, but still, we don't want to go boom with our weapon systems. So we need something that mitigates the recoil of the weapon systems later on. We also have 2 heavy pirate machine gun. Oh, by the way, you're asking why I should use this weapon system? It deals 6 damage. 6 per missile. 6 is good. Amplified by 1 from the Hydra ammo. So 7 damage maximum. It basically acts as an SRM launcher the closer we get. So yeah, that's pretty good. And it fires 17 projectiles. So yeah, I like it. Next up is the Pirate Heavy Machine Gun. It has 5 damage times 10. We have 2 of them. Means that it's 100 damage that we deal with that thing. It's all splash, but yeah, it's our maximum damage potential, by the way. Also generates 1 heat, has a 50% damage increase for overheating targets, a recoil of 3 with a 10 misfire multiplier, so 30% of getting a crit and then exploding, and I think for that reason I'm gonna keep them quiet unless I have a higher gunnery skill. Or I have to actually shoot them because I'm in a desperate situation. Damage variation of plus and minus 2, and it just goes off for 50 damage if it goes off. And then 2 Pirate Flamers, again, Flamers, short range weapon, we really want to be in the face. 20 damage, variation of 15, so it can go up to 35, which is really good. Also has a recoil, but it doesn't explode, so that's the good thing. It also ignores evasion. And then jump jets, proto heat sinks. And now that. The cockpit has been split into 3 parts. First of all, we have a fire control system, FCS. This thing has a fire control system built in for missiles, which means direct missile accuracy +1. Pretty good. We have then the cockpit mod, so the thing where your pilot sits in. This one here gives us +1 injury resist and +1 initiative. It's an armored cowl. Okay. And then something for the sensors or countermeasures. This here is a pirate ECM that enables us to spot the enemies better, but it doesn't give us the ECM bubble to be shielded from the enemy sensor, so it's something in between. Yeah, and that's our catapult. I really like this. This is gonna be great if we find some MRMs, maybe? Maybe just fill it up with LRM launchers, because we have 6 missile hardpoints. It's gonna be great, guys. The second mech of the build here, of our starting lands, is the Uziel, and look at the pattern. It's glorious. Uziel has an LBX-2, which is not the greatest weapon, but it's gonna be okay. We have an ER medium laser, ER small lasers, and I think this is gonna carry us through the early game. The large pulse laser ignores 2 evasion and has 2 accuracy. That's really good. XL engine with only 70 armor on the side and 85 on the front, so it's squishy as hell. And it's running an SRM6 as well, so it's a damage dealer. It's a glass cannon. A glass cannon that's super important though. Then there is this Javelin. This Javelin is interesting because it has a snub-nose PPC with 70 damage pinpoint. That's really good. And then 2 light machine gun arrays. And I'm not entirely sure if the machine gun arrays have been firing 20 shots in the last patch, but 20 is ridiculous. Deals 2 damage only. However, we have high explosive machine gun ammo that adds a single point of damage to each shot, which means this alone is 60. And this on top is 120, and that's good. It removes the critical damage, or the critical hit chance, but it's okay, guys. It's gonna be actually really okay. The Raven is gonna probably find a spot in my main lands, because it is running an ECM. It has a comms suite, which gives us more resolve, and it has initiative. And more importantly, it has a tag that paints the enemy for +1 accuracy on our side, and the Narc that basically does the same thing. It also reduces the detection by 25%, and here by 15%. Yep, that's basically it. And then 2 medium lasers with crits and an SRM6. So damage-wise, it's not that crazy, but it is a very nice toolkit. And then we have an Enforcer, regular Enforcer, AC-10, 2 medium lasers, small lasers, nothing crazy. As you can see, standard build. You know that from the base game, from the vanilla game. And the last thing that we have is a Stinger. It's a Stinger, guys. It's a medium laser. It's 2 machine guns. It's a light mech, 20 tons. We don't care about the Stinger. It's actually one of the mechs that I probably scrapped very, very, very early on. Yeah, that's our starting lands, guys. A thing that I want to quickly point out here before we drop. This guy has 2 different kinds of ammo. Armor-piercing machine gun ammo that has a ×2 critical chance, and then tracer ammo that has more accuracy. And you can actually switch them in the game now. That's gonna be good, guys. I love that. I really do. And yeah, we're gonna take the first contract now. Let's do it, guys. I'm looking for something like really easy. 1.5 skull. Steel Viper. Oh, Steel Viper is clan, right? I believe. Okay, guys, clan mission 4.5. Sorry, 4 out of 17. We are playing 1.5, and I really hope that our variation, our difficulty variation, says low roll, because it can go up to 1 skull and down to up to 1 skull. So it could be a 2.5 or a half skull mission or anything in between. Okay, our pilots are Starbird. This is my main character, Starbird. We have Von Cobra. He's gonna pilot the Enforcer. We have Ulysses, who has the Cautious perk, which means that he is harder to hit, but he also doesn't hit that well. So he has a lower chance to hit, but he's also having higher evasion in general. And Ariamaki is having the opposite. So he hits easier, but he's also easier to hit. And therefore I'm gonna put him onto the Uziel. I know that I just said it's a glass cannon, but I want to make sure that I actually hit my large pulse laser when it's needed. So here we go, guys. First mission of the day. We are playing Recovery on a polar biome against the Steel Vipers in a 1.5 skull environment. That's gonna be good. What I really like the idea, the concept, that we can now change the ammo based on the situation in hand. And I can foresee some builds that use something like specialized Artemis ammo, for example. When we're talking about LRMs yet. Then using Artemis to soften up the enemies and later going in with, I don't know, more critical damage or something. So that we can destroy the inner parts of the mech and keep the mech parts itself, the components, intact. But destroy the engine with more critical damage. So changing the pace, or changing the ammo, depending on the pace of the game. It's gonna be super interesting. So, recovery. I really hope that we only get one recovery base. Because that means that we are only going up against one lance of mechs and vehicles. If we have 2 of those objectives, it's gonna be very difficult, especially early on. I think mech-wise we are all set, we are in a pretty good shape. But our pilots are garbage, so they need some experience before we can actually go for some good shenanigans. So, only one base, and that's good. Now we go in, guys.
Orders.
Yeah. I think I want to use this patch of forest for my engagement. Let's do it. Alright. So first turn is not gonna be... or we don't have any sensor information on the first turn. It is just disabled as far as I know. We could go up here. Actually, yeah, I like that more. That means the only thing, or the only way to actually shoot the enemies is seeing them. Just having direct line of sight. There we go. So, nobody here. This time, we are reserving completely.
Copy that. Holding for the right opportunity.
Okay, we will get some hesitation.
Waiting for the shot.
But I wanted to make sure that Ulysses can push forward here.
Got it.
Oh god, running over rough terrain, that's not great. Yeah, and as you can see, we have some blips there. Epona. That's a tank. Nova, okay. 50-ton clan mech. But we have, like, no line of sight, so we cannot shoot them.
Commander.
That's interesting. That's super interesting.
Copy that.
Alright, here we go. Nova, 15%. Yeah, I'm taking them. Keep in mind, guys, every time we fire our LRMs, there is a chance of 10% that we get a crit on them.
Commander.
That worth it? I don't think so.
Understood. Moving fast.
Moving fast. 25, yeah, definitely. Ah, 3% on the miss there. Was very close.
Standing by.
And Ariamaki, actually, I want him to be in the fight there very, very early. I want to skip the rough terrain here, by the way. So next turn we can actually push into the forest and we should be good. Epona, now he's still in the open. Yeah, thanks to the fact that we have a great hit chance here, comparatively, I will go against the tank. Maybe we can soften him up hard enough so that we can...
Commander.
Yeah, that's gonna be great. That we can destroy it quickly. 50-ton tank. Lots of weapon systems, though.
Copy that.
Okay. Ooh, the Nova decides to melee. That's perfect. Perfect. I love that. Look at the lasers here. It might be the heavy laser Nova. If so, we would be so screwed if he starts shooting. That's 50 damage each weapon system.
Yes, Commander.
I will use Ulysses, obviously, because Ulysses has the Narc and the tag. See, the problem is I have too many opportunities here, too many options. I could try to make the Nova unsteady. Now is actually a good time doing it. At the same time, the Epona needs to go, and I already invested into that thing. I want the Nova unsteady.
Roger.
This is how we roll here. Okay.
Let's...
Give me the Narc, give me the tag. We have the tag, but not the Narc. Alright.
Commander.
Maybe it's gonna be enough, guys. Let's see. 22%. Not great. That is not great. So if we get closer, it's not getting any better. No, it has to be a move here.
Good to go.
Let's do it. I'm not shooting the machine guns. I think it's not worth it. 30% is just too high of a chance. Inferno, Inferno, Heat. I don't see a oh, there's a stability. Uh-huh. Feels like...
Damage is nice.
AP Gauss?
Waiting for
Something like that. Alright, 20%. 22 if I stay here. No, I'd rather get my mech moving. Let's go.
Position confirmed. Acknowledged.
That's good. That made him unsteady. Now we only need higher initiative than him. We get it actually with Ariamaki. Oh, that's really good. That is really good. For the moment, it seems that those are the only targets that we are seeing here. And look at the hit chance. Yeah, our LBX is underrun basically, so it has a minimum range. Therefore, the very low hit chance. Okay. Come on. Side torso destruction. No, but we have the knockdown, and that's important. We might get a Nova. That's interesting. Why did we just scroll over here? Huh.
Yes, Commander.
Uh-huh. I don't like that.
Position confirmed.
Are we going for headshots? Probably not. Actually, let's try. I don't care so much how we hit. We actually hit the head, by the way.
Did some heavy damage.
So even if we didn't hit head, we would have probably destroyed the arm or the side torso or something. Oh, that's plasma cannons.
Yes, Commander.
Ooh, okay. How's he faced? Yeah, let's do the obvious.
On the move.
Let's do that. So, we have another pilot hit, pilot injury, thanks to this high torso destruction. Yeah, I think it's time to try to finish him off. Let's go, headshot.
Firing full complement on the enemy.
I think we got him. Yeah, pilot incapacitated. Question is, how many parts do we have left of this guy? Uh-oh. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, bad, 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 bad. That is good. Urban Mech, 2C, little friend, right? Is it a little friend? I believe it is.
For orders.
Yeah, we have to quickly deal with him.
Move into position.
Re-attack.
Let's do this.
And another one.
Affirmative.
The good thing is that the hit chance is very good. I don't shoot one of the small lasers.
Got the angle. Taking the shot.
Okay, tank is down. I think we can take one turn off before the little friend, if it is a little friend, arrives. Okay.
Moving out.
I just get into position. This is a 12% hit chance. Is it worth it? Yeah, it is. Okay. He didn't come.
Standing by.
That's interesting.
Acknowledged.
Let me see what it is. I can see what it is, but I can shoot it.
Targeting for an alpha.
Oh, this whole infotech thing. It is so hard to tell. You really need to have experience in the game to know what you are up against there. So, I'm just hoping for initiative, and I don't have it. Okay. The Raven can't do anything, so I won't do anything.
Commander.
Starbird. Yeah,
Roger that.
I want that. I want to shoot him. Those were some good hits. Okay, he's not doing anything.
Orders.
Oh, what? Okay, we reserve. Now
Yeah.
Ulysses can actually go in. No, still not. There's no angle. Alright.
Alright. Full speed.
So we bring the ECM to the front. That will really help with sensors and just jamming his sensors so that he is not able to hit us that often.
Let's move.
Hello, Irby.
Good to go.
I'm afraid of you. Could jump and I should. Using Vigilance to shake off the stability directly. Also, we see a Shamash reconnaissance vehicle. Alright. So, large pulse laser it is. No medium, no small. But LBX and the SRM.
Affirmative.
Good. That was a medium pulse crit.
Critical hit,
I
Commander.
still wonder what his main gun is.
Commander.
Okay. So here's what we do. We push forward, go in his back. Shoot him. Tag him. Good.
Yes, Commander.
Area marquee pushing forward.
Moving out.
Now we can shoot the small scan. Yeah, let's do it like that. With a bit of luck, we can destroy his side torso. Yeah. That gives him an injury. That gives him even lower initiative. And also,
Yes, Commander.
not quite unsteady. Well, almost. The hit chance is so garbage. 52. 39. So this would be the sweet spot here. Yeah. You really have to manage that. What we need is tactics. Tactics, and quickly. Okay, so this is the best we can get. Let's go with the machine guns.
All weapons, go.
Oh man, I wanted to show you how to switch between the ammo. Ah, forgot about that. So, Shamash. You? It's an 11-ton vehicle, so I believe it's not
Got
that
something more
scary.
done?
Not from the back. Actually want to be in the side. Oh, let's do it like that.
Aye, aye. Fire.
Yeah, we have a knockdown. We have the gyro. Engine destroyed. Panic out. Yeah, goodbye. Goodbye, Urban Mac.
Good to go.
Goodbye. Alright. Now that.
On my way.
Trying to get the angle here. Oh, look at that. It's so tiny. It's so tiny, guys.
All weapons fire.
Mm-hmm. He's detected. Alright. Oh, little laser beams here.
Waiting for orders.
Waiting for orders. Let's go.
Moving to position.
Let's shoot. Those hit chances are really bad. I guess we just shoot him. Eventually he will be destroyed. And yeah, it's an 11-ton vehicle, so it has like no armor. Alright.
Reporting. Enemy vehicle eliminated.
Now that worked out quite nicely. Good. That means
Roger that.
we can start pushing into this direction. And
Orders.
when we've done that,
Lifting off.
we can go home. And that was the first mission, guys. I think
Aye, aye.
it worked out pretty well. And it might be that we get the Nova out of this. It would be perfect. So first match, directly getting a clan mech and an omni mech on top of that, which is amazing because you don't need to put any engines in there. It's already coming with one.
Got it.
Commander.
We cannot sprint, can we? Jumping gets us
Firing
further.
jump jet. Well done. Here we
Standing by.
Almost. Come on. Sprint, 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 little Uziel. And as I was saying, the large pulse laser is so damn powerful early on.
Waiting for orders.
It was helping us big time. I'm super happy about that thing. The LB2, I don't know, it feels like it's not doing that much.
Yes, Commander.
But maybe I just need to get a feeling for that. So let's see. Yeah, Enforcer. Too slow.
orders.
Ah, there we go.
Jet.
We are in the zone.
The asset
And we
is
go
secured
home.
and is ready.
Perfect, guys. Alright. That was cool. Let's take a look at our salvage screen. Even if we don't get the full Nova. We might be finding something that is just worth picking up. Let's see. It's 3 Nova parts. Only 3. And yeah, this guy was running a ridiculous amount of AP Gauss rifles. Right. Heavy mediums. And a bunch of ER mediums. There was the plasma cannon. An Ultra AC-10. The Enforcer, maybe? I'm thinking about the Enforcer here. Building that thing. Oh, Clan Endosteel. Pretty nice. Clan XL engine. I want that. Clan Guardian ECM. Oh, that gives us more evasion. Heatsink kit is not that interesting. We have a bunch of heatsinks in our mechs already, so we don't necessarily need that. And that's super interesting. Now the plasma cannon have their own ammo type. That's really cool. You don't need to put Gauss ammo in there anymore. I think I will take 2 of the Nova parts and then we go from here. I want a Nova. It's gonna be a very good mech to pick up. Do I want the engine? Yes. Yes, definitely. Okay, so we get 3 parts. I'm super happy about that. We get 2 AP Gauss. Pretty good. And honestly, I'm thinking that I'm gonna put the AP Gauss into the catapult. We get a plasma cannon. We don't get the ammo though. Oh, and I see, you really need UAC ammo for UACs now. Alright. Endoseal even. And 2 heavy mediums. Okay guys, I know what I'm gonna do. We are upgrading our mechs now. Definitely. Easy choice here. It's gonna be good. Here we go. So I don't think that I'm gonna use the flamers, and I don't think that I'm gonna use the machine guns for the moment. I'm rather thinking, if we have 2 AP Gauss and if we have 2 heavy medium lasers, then the game wants to tell us something. That's gonna find some way into our catapult. Definitely. So let's go. Yeah, 3 days, that's perfect. And we're gonna take a look at our mech bay. The Uziel was the only one that took damage. Alright, so here we go. There's the catapult, guys. We're gonna make that our main mech, and for that reason, I'll take out the flamers, I'll take out the machine guns. It's too risky at the moment. And we put in the AP Gausses. Bam. And the 2 heavy mediums. Bam. And now we have 4 tons that we could use for anything. I think it's gonna be... How does that work? Do we want the Guardian ECM? I mean, the answer is always yes, right? Yep. Now, that doesn't work here. I don't know why, but there might be reasons. So, I thought this sensor thing would pick up the Guardian ECM, but it doesn't. AP Gauss now. 2 heavy lasers. I would put more heatsinks into the mech. Because our Alpha Strike is getting ridiculously high. I cannot though, because we need proto heatsinks. We cannot mix them. See, there's a violation now. Yeah, I guess this is how we roll for the moment. Although being under tonnage, I know, I'm the worst. But it would upgrade so much, having the higher pinpoint here. It's gonna help us. Second thing, Enforcer. Let's do it. I think it's gonna be a mech that we will have for a long time, and for that reason, I will just bump it up in terms of firepower and everything. Problem is that we don't have plasma ammo. I would definitely use that. Okay, so here comes the pirate ECM. That's good, and the engine. But what would we use? Probably just a bunch of medium lasers. All right, let's check store. Honestly, I'm really eager to build that thing. Store says no. And yes, there is e-cooling, guys. Advanced zoom. Zoom grow range is each 210 meter. Grants an accuracy bonus up to 4 that grows with range. Ooh. Okay. I want that. Yeah, I want that. I'm gonna buy that. Especially for that thing here. There's double bin. We have incendiary AC10. Okay. Nice. It also has that Inferno thing. Target generates 12 heat for 2 turns. Oh, that's cool. I think I want that. Sorry, that was my Facebook. There's Gauss, double. Ammo IATM. Okay. Light machine gun. Ooh. Artemis 4. But we need Artemis for that. MML. Rack ammo. SRM Inferno ammo. Just for the sake of having a bin, I'm gonna buy it. I don't know whenever I'm gonna see that thing again. Taser ammo, Ultra AC10, double bin. Those are pretty good things here. Do I need that? Do I need the incendiary ammo? I think I'll take that. I'll buy it. Okay. Okay. Now, we don't need the XL engine right now. I'd definitely take the endo steel. That's gonna help. What I wanted is obviously just a bunch of more medium lasers for just general higher hit chance. I also take the AC-10 advanced zoom first, and then the AC-10 ammo that we just found, the incendiary ammo. Jump jet here, ammo there. Actually, we can put it into the side torso. Doesn't matter. Okay, armor up. And now we have 50 tons again. Wait a second. Gotta adjust that real quick. 100 there. Maximum arm armor. Also, almost maximum leg armor would be nice. So that's gonna be one of my tankier mechs. Go. Go to 70 here. 100 on the sides. That makes sense. Then we drop the armor on the front. Like that. 130, 100, and then 100. 60 and 65 in the back. Almost maximum leg armor, 80 arm armor. It's gonna take us 10 days, but I will definitely spend that time. I think it's gonna be super worth it. Anyhow, guys, let's do it. We have nothing upgraded yet. And I definitely want the second mech bay, and for that we need the power conduits first. Second mech bay enables us to get to work on 2 mechs at the same time. Only at the rate of 50% on the second mech, but if we get the other upgrades as well, then it's gonna be super good. By the way, I should really be looking for the next thing, and it's gonna be settling a grudge here. Yeah. Okay, cool. So if there wasn't a mission that I'm confident taking, then I should have traveled at this point. Second mech buy coming up now. Here we go. And we're gonna let some time pass. I know it's just the early game, guys. We're gonna spend like 6 more days and then we drop again. Yes, flashpoints, thank you. Bam, there we go. Mech bay complete, Enforcer complete. I'm also taking a look at my mech warriors because it might be that they're getting some more experience. And they do. So, higher piloting here. I want ace pilot as quickly as possible. That's gonna be so good. Especially early game, when you can be steady and then shoot, having no penalty on your accuracy, and then move afterwards to get the evasion. That's super, super useful. Anyhow, I want to play Settling a Grudge. Sunk Ives Compact. Sure, let's go. In this case, maximum salvage again. Are we gonna play with the same thing? Yeah, my catapult is under tonnage, I know. It's gonna be better than it was before though, because I wasn't shooting the machine guns so much. I don't want 50 internal damage. No, thank you. Especially, I don't know how it works. If you get a crit on your machine gun, so if it explodes, dealing 50 damage internally, can it trigger a crit on the ammo that is stored in there? So can it go off and then just destroy a complete side torso? I'm not sure, and I don't want to take that risk. And instead, just put a weapon system in there that can actually fire. What we need now is, again, higher accuracy. So going for gunnery, going for maybe even a bit of tactics. After we got the ace pilot move on all of our mech warriors. That's the plan. Alright, Sunk Ives. Show me what you got. By the way, if you're wondering, I have a difficulty variation of 2, which means 2 half skulls up or down in difficulty, randomly, on each mission that you take. It means 2 half skulls is 1 full skull. It could be a half skull mission that we are playing, or it could be a 2.5 skull, or anything in between. Alright, gonna reserve. I want to play it safe here.
Got it.
And Ulysses is the one that is going in first, because he has the Beagle probe,
Going full
he
throttle.
has longer sight distance, he can spot enemies better.
Got a sensor trace.
That was a guy. We see a fire starter. Okay,
Yes, Commander.
that's good to know. I don't want to jump yet, because if I'm up here, I had to jump down again next turn, and I don't like that at the moment. Yeah, that's a percentage? No.
Got
No,
something
no,
you
no,
want
no, no.
done?
0.9? That's not a percentage on which I shoot and risk my LRMs to go boom. Not gonna happen. Good.
Good to go.
Von Cobra.
Double time. Let's go.
Alrighty. I love the mustache.
Ready for orders.
Let the fire starter come close. I'm actually fine with that. Then we react to them. And try to narc them, try to tag them, and try to kill them. Okay. Javelin. Okay, bunch of missiles. SRMs? MMLs? I don't know. Come on, Firestarter. It's not moving? At all?
What do you need?
Mm-hmm. Interesting. 50-50 on the Javelin, and actually way better hit chance on the Firestarter. Also, more sensor traces. Jenner and the Raven. Light mechs. I can deal with them. Machine guns, flamers, medium lasers.
All weapons.
Alright, we have him narked. And we have him tagged. Oh, that's good.
Commander.
How do we go from here? Alright, I will go in with the Uziel first. For the reason that... Oh, damn it. And that we might be able to
No shooting. Just
get
none.
something done here. However... it's okay. So what we could do is... No, we just shoot everything. It's fine. So, I was hoping for just lagging him or so. Making him unsteady. The chances were slim, but they were there. And that would have maybe resulted in him losing evasion, and then we could have just completely go crazy on him. Alright, Enforcer. Nothing he can do, really. Apart from jumping and shooting at 15%.
Hitting the jump jet.
Let's try.
Acknowledged.
Okay. Probably not worth the recoil, but, you know, I like gambling.
Orders.
Now you. Also, not the best chances here.
On my way. Double time.
Yeah, the medium lasers are actually quite hot. I will not shoot them at 3%. The AP Gauss, we got 5 shots. Also... Not yet. Inferno, 3 heat. And just a bit of damage.
I've got eyes on hostile reinforcements.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Heading your way.
That's a problem for the reason that the enemies can just swarm me now. They are only light mechs, but light mechs can pack some punch too. And they have a lot of weapon systems there. Alright, Firestarter, I think I will just ball up on you again. His right side torso is quite critical. Yeah, this is how I want to go.
Way. Roger.
Alright, structure is open. We have relatively low initiative on all of our guys here, so I think the Firestarter is gonna move before we can react. Let's see. Alright, so far so good. That was the Javelin, right? Yeah. It seems to be 2 missile launches. I cannot make out the building. I have no idea.
Yes, Commander.
That's interesting. Yeah, we can actually go in his side and shoot him a bunch. Not entirely sure if I'm gonna shoot the LBX. Yeah, actually, it doesn't generate heat. Not really. So we're gonna do that. That's some weapon systems down. He's also unsteady?
Reporting. Critical
He's
hit.
unsettled, but not unsteady yet.
Yes, Commander.
Shame. That's a shame. It is important that we go closer. But since we can't do anything yet,
For the right
we're
move.
gonna wait. Yeah, there he comes. A bit of damage to my back.
Standing by.
Yeah, but now we can establish line of sight. That's perfect. It's obstructed line of sight, but line of sight nonetheless. And maybe
Sweet.
our AC-10 misses. I was hoping that it hits, of course.
Commander.
Mm-hmm.
Copy that.
Chances are getting better. Definitely a shot that I'm gonna take. Cool. That's gonna help.
Reporting critical hit.
He lost evasion, he is in very low initiative thanks to the pilot injuries, and we're gonna just kill this guy now. The Raven is closing in though. What the hell was that? Large laser, medium laser, SRMs? Wolfhound. Those guys, again, they're coming from all sides. This is a problem, guys. You gotta be careful. I think I will kind of pull back now. Trying to reconsolidate myself, trying to find team cohesion, and we want to then go for the Jenna and the Raven on the side. Those guys, again, they have firepower. They need to go.
Reporting. Minimal damage.
After the fire starter. Melee from the Javelin. It's good. It's only 25 damage. It's still 25 damage, but...
Careful. You don't want... Standing by.
Standing by. Not great. No, I want direct line of sight. It's important to me, yeah. Alright, this is how we do it.
Let's go.
It's gonna be a knockdown, right? Yeah, the knockdown should then kill the pilot. Oh, he just panics out. That's good. Sucker shot. As long as this LRM carrier in the back, whoever that is, it's not like a carrier type of vehicle, I believe, but it is some kind of... It's a Raven, okay. As long as this guy is only firing indirectly, I'm happy. So we try to just break line of sight and try to just not get hit by this guy. I could just stay point blank. 50% is not great. It's even worse. But as I was saying, I want to pull back. It's important to me. I could jump. Give me a second. I could jump here. 43. Yeah, this is exactly what I wanted. Okay, let's do it then. We are using Vigilance to shake off the stability damage, and since we are in the open, it absolutely makes sense. You know, having some kind of guarding state. No LBX. It can jam, and I don't want that. Yeah.
Taking the shot.
That was a good hit. Yeah, this Jenna is very low on this is a primitive Jenna. It's very low on armor, although being in full capacity, but the primitive armor that he's running gives him a negative, I think, 60% or something on his armor in general. 17%. Okay. This is as good as it gets, and obviously we are keeping the lasers quiet. Not great. Guys, believe me, this mech, the Hydra, will perform in the late game.
Roger.
It's gonna be really good. Or mid-game. Not necessarily late, but mid-game. By the way, this is how you switch your ammo. At the moment we have normal AC-10 ammo. If you click that percentage chance... Oh. It should actually switch. Did I put the wrong ammo in there? I did put the wrong ammo in there, right? What? Okay. I'm gonna check my mech. I'm gonna check my build after this. I might have put the wrong ammo in there. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know. We will see. Maybe I derped. Maybe. So, Raven. Oh, 36 damage. It's nasty. It's a large laser, I believe. Also hot. That's good to know. Maybe we can amplify his heat a little bit with our Hydra LRMs. And that's the Jenner. Yep. Okay, the Jenner needs to go. He's also overheat. And the Javelin in the meantime. Still opening his fight club here. Trying to punch me. So what I'm gonna do now is I just focus on the Jenner because taking out firepower is super, super important early on. And then probably the Raven, honestly, because the Raven has a big laser. I don't like that. Going to the forest. I will shoot this.
Locking on target.
Come on. Legs are damaged. Structure is visible. Those hit chances. Those hit chances, though. Can we shoot the heavies? Only one here. No, I need to focus. I was thinking about shooting one of the LRMs to the Raven so that we get more heat on the guy, but I need to focus now. Yeah, the laser hit. That was good. Pew 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 pew. His heat is critical, he's stressed, but he's still on his feet. Good thing is that he is unsteady now. I mean, that enables us to do that.
Let's move.
Pushing forward with the Enforcer. Still can change the ammo. And we got a Jenna down. Alright.
Can go down.
Good, 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 good.
Waiting for orders.
I think in this case here, I will go in his back. The other option would be flanking the Raven. Yeah.
Understood.
As I was saying, I think the Raven is a scarier target, and if we can somehow get a tag on him, maybe even the Narc, it would be amazing. Yeah, we haven't tagged. Oh, that helps. Uh-oh. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, and the arm is open. Emergency shutdown initiated, though. Mm-hmm. Good. Good, good, good. That means... Wait, who's that? It's the other Raven, okay. Are we going in his back? Yeah, we do.
On it.
Shoot him! I just want to destroy him.
All weapons system.
Quickly. That's what we are doing here. Javelin again trying to punch people. Crazy. Ow! -1 initiative. No, don't do that to me.
Damage is light.
Dude, I'm gonna punch you
Waiting for
back.
orders.
Just you wait. Just you wait.
Position confirmed.
So the LBX weapon has a additional crit chance. Maybe we can actually make that happen here. Yeah.
Taking the shot.
If not, we just destroy here. And I think that's gonna happen. Yeah. The large pulse is just too much firepower.
One less target.
Ah, it's fine.
Commander.
Finding the sweet spot. Or trying. It's not good.
Yes, Commander.
Can you stand and shoot? I think standing and shooting here is actually quite viable.
Locked on with all weapons.
Mm-hmm.
Orders.
Autocannon is jammed, by the way. I could try to punch him for 33. I think that's the way to go about this here. Also saves us some heat for the next turn. This guy at the moment is so... uninitiative. So evasive. That shooting him doesn't really make sense. Yeah, it's LRMs on the Raven. Okay. Javelin. What?
That hit something. Something important.
Oh my god, the gun carrier! Okay, 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 okay. That is a lot of bullets that you are spitting there. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we still have to respect those enemies. Ow. Okay, I need to pull back the UCL. The large pulse laser is in that arm. It needs to stay on the field. Quite important.
Receiving you.
It's super duper mega important.
On the move.
Alright, let's get out of their way. I will shoot the pulse only. No, like that.
Acknowledge.
Give me one hit. Nothing.
Damn it. Standing by.
I would expose the back to those guys. Question is, do they have line of sight from here? Yes. I don't think that we can make him unsteady. Not really. So I think it's gonna be another shot.
Targeting for an alpha strike.
Lucky shot. Oh, it's jammed by ECM. I should have just gotten away from him in that case.
Commander.
Yeah. Okay, punching him once more.
Engaging.
It's again less initiative, and then we have Ulysses here. Ah, come on. I should have brought Ulysses early, because his Beagle probe actually counters
Targeting
ECM.
for an alpha strike.
Yeah, that was a bit of a misordering here. However, we have him tagged once more. Ow. Yeah, MMLs. Alright. And now he's not that evasive
Waiting for
anymore.
orders.
That's good. Absolutely good. Yeah, this should be enough.
Copy that.
Alpha Strike!
Giving them everything I've got.
If only we could lag him. Or knock him down of some sort.
Yes, Commander.
Okay.
Move into position.
We are being flanked by those guys now. But honestly, we're gonna use Vigilance for that. For that reason, that I don't want to take so much damage. Oof. Again, the early game struggle. Yeah, I should be right to do so. That was very, very much needed. It's fine. It's okay. It's all splash damage, guys. Just want to get this guy off the field. And then we still have the Raven, the tank, and the Wolfhound.
Aye, aye.
Alright. It's the best we can do. Ah, come on! I was doing it again, going in there. By the way, if you're wondering, yes, I could have just kept the AC quiet and reduced the refire. I didn't. Okay, let's stay away from him a bit. Still jammed, damn. We will just hope for the lucky shot. And we get it. So, one shot on both AP Gausses here. That's not much anymore. I think they were doing a wonderful job so far. I really do.
Commander.
Pushing forward with the Raven already. I want the tank. Do I? Yeah.
I copy.
Ah, that's a gun carrier. That's a striker. Yeah, the gun carrier needs to go. Carrier vehicles are usually very squishy and as a result easy to destroy, so we're gonna go for this guy next. Hello, Enforcer? No, Wolfhound. Hitting my Raven, I see.
My armor's getting ripped off.
Melee from the Raven. So, I wanted to bait the enemy doing something here, since my Raven has ECM and is in a pretty good state in the forest there. And they actually do that, but now I'm getting a bit scared. It shouldn't hit at all, yeah. Indirect fire, plus evasion, plus forest. Good.
Standing by.
Yeah, someone has to finish off the javelin. Quite important. But not you. You are going for the vehicle. I want you to be the one who kills the tank. Cool. So, how do we do it? Just like that, I guess. Can you? Yeah, okay, cool. Tank down. That was very important.
Down.
Just reducing firepower. Firepower, firepower. All the time.
Roger that.
I will deliberately put my catapult over here. Because I want to give them another target. Also, I want to save some heat. Engine destroyed. That will do it. Good.
Inflicted some heavy damage.
We are getting there, guys. It is slow.
Waiting for orders.
Slow and steady. But it wins the race, hopefully. So, we have our autocannon jammed. Not great, but also not too bad. I need to twist with the right side.
Moving out. Target confirmed.
Raven is gonna be the next target, I believe. So, both the Wolfhound and the Raven have higher initiative now, but the Wolfhound is doing hit and run, that's good.
Good to go.
And I can, if I want to, do that. Which might result in a kill. So let's do it then.
Got it.
This tank is shown as still active there. I hope it's just a visual bug. And I'm gonna use Vigilance.
Taking the shot.
Oh, structure exposed. But we didn't get any crits on the gyros. Oh, we got a heatsink destroyed.
Solid connection on that one.
That's something. It's not great, but it's something. I was hoping that we could make him somewhat unsteady, but he had the initiative afterwards anyway, so we couldn't follow up. Head hit. Alright.
Receiving you.
Yeah, Ulysses is basically doing the same thing, engaging from the back, trying to get as much damage out as possible. Funnily enough, we are actually down to 0 shots on the Narc. I think we are dry on that regard.
Took a hard hit there.
Yeah.
Yes, Commander.
We really have to accelerate the game now. Because
Moving
the
out.
armor is very slim on the head there. I think it's enough if I only fire the LRMs and one of the heavies.
Firing at enemy.
Yeah, we got him. I want to keep the AP Gauss for a big burst of damage. That will enable us to just open up another target. Maybe the tank or maybe the Wolfhound. We will see about that. Autocannon still jammed. It's a shame.
Acknowledged.
We push forward, we shoot. Good. AC-10 unjammed. Now that's what I like to see. Good. Wolfhound, what are you doing, man? Trying to flank us somehow. And I have a feeling that this is exactly the moment that I was looking for. It is not great in terms of your chance, but it is okay. Let's go.
All weapons, go.
And he's open. Very good.
My flamer is empty.
That's no flamer.
Orders.
We follow up with, yeah, the AC and the mediums. Down he goes. I think the autocannon actually did not connect.
Destroyed.
Okay, for some reason we have more autocannon ammo. I wonder if it was the Inferno ammo that I put in there or just a regular bin of autocannon ammo. Because I was not paying attention.
Roger that.
I want to shoot the LB-10 and the ER large and the medium and the SRMs, like that. Solid.
Good to go.
Ah, we have one more shot on the Narc. A single shot. Let's go. Let's make it count.
Affirmative.
And we knocked and we tagged. Perfect.
Machine gun. Empty.
Good. Good, good, good. Yeah, he's going for the Raven. That's... Ah! Is it good? We have a heatsink destroyed. It's a regular heatsink, so we can easily replace that.
Yes,
Gotta be careful, though. In this case, we just stand and shoot. It's the only target left, and I believe we can just kill him in this round. So I go all Alpha Strike now and try to get as much damage in as possible.
Standing by.
Also... standing and shooting here. Engaging from the same side makes sense. Should have not gone to the forest. I should have rather stayed in the open for a higher hit chance.
Commander.
Still 33%, that's really bad. 39 now.
Copy that.
Oh man! Let's go. Arm destroyed, unsteady. Also, yeah, he's dead.
Scored a critical
He's not gonna
hit.
do anything anymore for the main reason that he has very low initiative now thanks to the pilot injury.
Firing a full salvo.
And now he's also on the ground. Yeah, never mind. He's dead. Next turn though. Or next round.
Some heavy damage.
Cool. Large laser and 4 mediums. That was what he was running. Okay.
Orders.
Gonna go for second leg.
Attacking from position.
Engine destroyed. That works as well. Okay, cool.
That hits.
We made it! The funny thing about this is that we stressed the pilots out so much that we have so much salvage on the board, so we couldn't really destroy the mechs. But we had, I think, 2 engine destructions, 1 panic eject. Cool. Yeah, but we also took a lot of return fire. Alright, that's the early game, guys. What do we take? The Wolfhound is interesting. So is the fire starter, I have to say. But I don't want to salvage light mechs. Yeah, this is what we go for. More accurate weapons. Oh, an LRM-15. I mean, Hydra is calling, right? Ah, can we do that? Can we go for that thing? It's 7 tons. At the moment we have a bit of under tonnage here. That is an LRM-15. A regular LRM-15. 15s are good. Let me see what else we have. A Beagle. Ah, Beagle is nice. Comms Suite Plus. +2 increased resolve and +1 initiative. 2 of them. We have a bunch of mechs which are not really doing something yet. I'm gonna take this ballistic targeting system for the Enforcer. Definitely. It doesn't weigh anything, does it? Oh, it weighs a ton. Okay. Pyrofibrous. Double heatsink kit. Rifle ammo. God. SRM LK. Uh-huh. Listen Kill, aka LK, missile technology is an upgrade to missiles to improve their accuracy. This is achieved through a small computer and homing device in the missile's head that allows it to home on the electronic noise of a battle mech or tank. On a critical hit, any remaining ammunition stored, blah blah blah, is destroyed. Okay, this gives us just +1 accuracy. Okay, got it. We are not using SRM ammo so much, only on the Ravens. I think it's not really necessary taking that. I will take the 2 large lasers because they give us higher accuracy. It's very heavy, that's the problem with the LRM-15 here. It could replace one of these launchers there, the pirate launchers. Do I want that? I will go for the higher accuracy. Let's go. Okay, we get 2 Firestarter parts, 1 Javelin, 1 Raven, 1 Wolfhound. Then a Flamer. The 2 large lasers, a medium rifle, and SRM-4, the ballistic targeting system, and SRM LK ammo. Okay, so we could technically just switch that from the Raven here. Let's see, guys. I want to see how we build now. Because this Enforcer, it really needs that upgrade on the ballistic. And also I want to see whether or not I put the incendiary ammo into the thing. Or if I dropped out completely. Let's see. Let's have a look. I just need to know right now. Come on, game. It's not the chassis, it's the components that separates a light mech from a walking coffin. Do we get a fire starter now? I think we got 1 fire starter from the last thing, right? No, that's fine. Okay. So, Enforcer. Can I see? Nah. Okay, so here's what we do. We put the Enforcer to the top of the list, and we're gonna wait the 5 days. Also, we need to build the next upgrade on the Argo, which is the repair and refit, to have the second repair bay working at 100% efficiency. Super duper important. Also, contracts. 1.5 skull escort. Yeah, I think we can do that. And then there's the 2 skull battle. I think we are all set for that. It's fine. So we're gonna stay on this planet for 2 more missions. Okay, Enforcer is there. Now, what did we do with that? Hello? It was the incendiary ammo. I couldn't toggle it. Alright, anyhow guys. That is your episode of Roguetech for today. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to leave a rating or subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you want to support me, go down below to the description. There's the link to my Patreon page, and I hope to see you guys next time. Goodbye.